All right, welcome. I'm your market founder coach. I'm Claude Bailey, and I'm excited to be here with you guys today. Hey guys, I am doing some new technology here. I am in like a bunch of different places right now. Right, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, and I'm also in my live webinar room. And I'm using a virtual cam, so I'm trying to figure out exactly what happens in the webinar room. Right, and I go switch my camera to a different scene. Everything's reversed, and I cannot figure out how to flip the screen here in the room that I'm in the webinar room. So every time, if you're looking at, if you're on webinar, my webinar room, watching this, and you see everything reversed, please let me know in the chat if you see things reversed in the chat. I'd like to see how things look for you guys in the chat. Um, so a couple things here. I just want to shout out to you guys real quick. Look, like I said, I'm in a bunch of different places right now. I'm on Facebook and YouTube now. I would tell you the best experience, if I get this camera thing figured out, the best experience for you guys to figure this out, to help me out here, right, is as we go live, is that I'm going to be giving away some handouts, some resources, some cheat sheets, but I'm only going to be able to give them away out easily if you're actually in my webinar room, right? And so what I'm going to do is actually put the webinar room uh, website link in the comments. So if you are on Facebook or YouTube and you're watching this, right, I'm going to have to, um, you're gonna want these cheat sheets. You're gonna want to go to the link here. So I just put the link in there. There we go. It is uploaded there on YouTube. So hopefully it's coming to Facebook there soon. But you can put that link in there, and I'm gonna just kind of show you here. Here's the link on the screen, right? So you can see the link. So that's the link. That's where you want to go. It's not real friendly if you're see, let me know if you guys in the webinar room because it looks backwards on my camera, but it might be right on your camera. Might be right on your view. So if it's right on your view, I'm not going to touch it because I know what the presentation is supposed to look like. But if you're in the webinar room, go to the webinar room. Let me know if everything looks backwards to you. It looks backwards to me because maybe it's just a mirror image because I'm using a virtual cam. I'm running everything through a software called Ecamm Live, which has all my notes and everything, all my screen flow. It's easier for me to do it that way. But I in the webinar room because there's a couple cool things I love in the webinar room. And two, we're gonna do with some polls and resources. So if you go to the webinar room, right, which I put that up there for you, right? If you're in a Facebook group, there's two as well, right? You can grab that as well in a Facebook group. So there's a link in the Facebook group. So if you're there, you can just grab that, right? This is why I use Ecamm Live. But go ahead and jump in, guys. It's pretty cool. I really want to see you guys there. So with that being said, right? So look, like I said, the quickest way, and do some more housekeeping rules here. The quickest way, can everybody hear me okay? Yep. The quickest way to get your questions answered really is to go into the webinar room, be honest with you, because that way in the webinar room there's a Q&A feature that allows you to put your actual question in there. And look, I'll be honest with you, the Q&A screen is right in front of me. The Facebook and YouTube chat is on the other side of me. So when you see me look that way, I'm looking at Facebook and YouTube chats, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. If you want to get your question answered quickly, please put in there. And then another cool thing, right? If you're just here on YouTube or Facebook, just let me know you're here. Say hello, right? I see the views, but I love to see, where people are from and that type of thing too as well. So I am excited, right? So today, right, we are literally talking about today, we are talking about, recession proof your business, right? So I have a quick poll for you guys, right? Before we jump in, I kind of want to get your guys' thoughts and your guys' opinions here and what you guys think, um, about if we are actually going to be in a recession. So if you think that we're going to be in a recession, I'd love for you to answer this poll, right? The question is going to be very simple. Do you believe we're in a global recession right now? So if you are in my webinar room, there will be a poll that shows up in the webinar room, which I tell you, this is best experience I think I can give you guys when you join my actual webinar room. And you'll see the poll that shows up there in the webinar room. And I just want you to answer the question, right? Do you believe that we're going to have a global recession in 2023? Right? This answer yes or no. And if you're not on my webinar room and you're on Facebook and YouTube, Just type in the comments. Tell me what you think, right? Do you think we're going to be in a recession in 2023? Yes or no? Because this whole thing, if you don't think we're going to be in a recession, then there's really no need for you to attend and watch this, right? So, but no, obviously, I just want to know what you think and what you believe, and we're going to give you some answers, and I'm going to give you some answers here, but I want to give you a little bit of time to adjust and answer the poll question, okay? Because we're gonna go to the good old Googles and see what the Googles has to say, right? Google knows everything, man. Google is the smartest thing in the world, right? Known to man, right? But obviously, we don't always know, and so it is interesting to see what your belief is. Do you believe that we are in a recession or not? So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section or in the webinar room where the poll is actually located. So, with that being said, do we believe that we are in a recession? So, guys, here's what I want to tell you. All right. Now, I know that you guys might not think we're in a recession, but as we get ready to upload this thing, I wanna prepare something for you guys here. Um, as I do that, I'm waiting for you guys' response here. As soon as you guys give me your response, I will know. I will know where we are. Okay. I don't know what the delay is and latency here, but I will give you guys a little bit of time to answer this as I pull up some information for you guys here. Okay, and I'm going to get this thing together. Let's see here. Yep, here we go. Alrighty, alrighty. Okay, can you guys? All right, I'm gonna see. Priest, hopefully it's here soon. You guys can see my screen. All right, all right, all right. It's good. Okay. Well, we got any answers here yet? All right. Let's see how we're going. All right. All right. Cool. All right. We'll see. Well, we'll see what you guys think here. So hopefully you guys can see my screen. Okay. Right. Looking at. I typed in the question right here in Google. Right. Oh, hold on. I typed in the question here in Google. Are we currently in a recession? Right. And so let's see what Google has to say because Google knows everything, man. Google knows it all. So Google doesn't know it, right? Then who knows it? But God Almighty Himself. All right. So He knows all things, right? So according to traditional definition, the U.S. is not currently in a recession. Many or all of the products featured here are from our partners in who compensate us, right? So that's somebody from Recession Nerd. Or here's another one. All right. Are we technically in a recession right now? Right. Technically, are we in a recession right now? According to the general definition, 2 consecutive quarters of negative gross domestic GPD. U.S. entered a recession in the summer of 2022. So, hey, maybe we already passed. We're already in past the summer, right? So we're already in a recession. So, are we? How close are we to a recession? Let's look on this one. While the consensus is that while the consensus is that a global recession is likely, right? I'm right down here, so you guys can see this here. Yep, I'm right down here. While the consensus is that a global recession is likely sometime in 2023, it's impossible to predict how severe it will be or how long it will last. Not every recession is as painful as the 2007-2009 Great Recession, but every recession is, of course, painful. All right, so are we in a recession right now? Right? Is it going to be a global recession? Let's look at let's go down some more. Let's see. Got any more evidence here? In 2022, how long is the recession expected to last? Okay, are we in a recession yet? Forbes. Let's look at Forbes. What does Forbes say? We'll go to the actual article. What is Forbes? Because Forbes pretty credible, guys, right? They're pretty credible here, man. So in the summer of 2022, politicians, economists, the market professionals engaged in a great cinematic debate over whether or not the U.S. economy was in a recession. The argument, invariably influenced by politics, came down to how do you define the word recession. So I mean, so now we're going to put a play on words. I mean, are we, you know, really? So we're going to try to not put panic and fear, and we'll just change the definition of recession. So, what definition are you actually using for a recession, right? So, what are we actually using here, guys? So, I don't know, guys. That's what I want to know. What do you think? Are we in a recession right now or not, right? And so, so let's go look here at the general definition. And here we go back to Forbes, right? According to the general definition, the 2 consecutive quarters of negative gross domestic product, the U.S. entered a recession in the summer of 2022. So we should be already in a recession. We're in a recession right now. The organization that defines U.S. business cycles, the National Bureau of Economic Research, NBR, takes a different view. According to NBR's definition of recession, a significant decline in economic activity that is spread across the economy and that lasts more than a few months. We were not in a recession in the summer of 2022. All right, whose definition are you believing here, guys? Right? Who are we going to believe here, guys, today? Who are we believing? Are we believing the general definition, right, by the gross domestic product, or are we going to believe the definition by the National Bureau of Economic Research, right? All right, well, so what are we believing here? All right, let's go down some more. Let's see if we get some more answers here from this article, right? All right, so recession tracking. Okay, we have a hard time believing the economy is in recession today, given a strong labor market and corporate earnings growth, said Tim Holland, Chief Investment Officer at Orient Advisor Solutions. We also remind ourselves that recessions are uncommon, and as our economy was in recession just 8% of the time over the past 30 years. All right, nonetheless, the recession may arrive soon. Here we go. Nonetheless, the recession may arrive soon. The Federal Reserve, right, is determined to raise interest rates until inflation starts to moderate from sky-high levels. They may cause the economy to contract and enter into a recession. All right, look at that. So keep tabs on whether the economic contraction is imminent. We devised a following recession tracker, which monitors 15 key indicators. Once most of the signs point towards a recession is nigh. All right. So gross recession tracker, major economic data. Most recent report, third quarter of gross domestic product was 2.6%. Right. So what was the past quarter? That's what I want to know. You know, grade baddish. Right. You got a bad grade. The economy grew by 2.6% up in the most recent quarter. While that's welcome news for GDP decline in the first half of the year, it's not exactly cause for celebration. Interesting. This better than expected results were driven by improvements for international trade as exports surged during that period while imports slowed. The same, said Sam Mellett, fixed income strategist for Commonwealth Financial Networks. All right. So consumer price index up 7.7%, grade bad. Inflation may have moderated somewhat from June and July, but it's still sky high and wrecking, right, the purchasing power of everyday Americans. I mean, guys, is anyone else besides me and feeling the gas prices and the grocery bill? Not the budget on the groceries ain't going as far as it used to. Starting to see that pinch. Are you guys seeing that? Or is it just me here in the United States? You know, maybe just me. I don't know. But let me know. Let me know. Send me something in the chat. Let me know, guys, if you guys are seeing that as well as me. All right. Um, cool. All right, cool. All right. So what else do we have here? What else they're saying? So IMS manufacturing index, neutral. All right, good. All right. So industrial production, 0.4%. All right. Retail sales, 0%. Okay. So conference board and leading indicators, negative 0.4%. Markets data. All right. Year-to-date performance for SP 500, down. All right. Bad. Treasury yield curves, 0.5 down, bad. All right, all right. So a lot of this stuff is showing that we're down, right? We're not looking too good here. Um, you guys didn't see what I was looking at, right? But we're not looking too good based upon the information we got there. So what do we do, guys? I mean, so do you believe it? Yes or no? Do you believe that we're in a recession? All right. What about the economy? What about the economy? Um, let me switch back to my Safari here. What about the economy? What are we looking like? Globally, right? Is there a recession globally? Is it just United States that's maybe doing well or not doing well right now? All right, so let's look at the results here globally, right? Are we in a global recession? Let's see. 5 signs the world is headed for a recession. 5 signs the world is headed for a recession. This is back in October, so a little bit more than a month and a half ago, right? There's now a 9% chance of a global recession according to research firm Ned Davis. So we're headed to and this is from CNN. Now CNN don't lie, y'all. CNN doesn't lie. How many people believe that CNN doesn't lie? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you believe CNN doesn't lie. All right. Uh, okay. CNN is not fake news, y'all. It's real news. It's the real deal. All right. So what does CNN have to tell us, right? So CNN's telling 5 signs the world is headed for a recession. All right, so if we're not here yet, we're getting there. There's now a 98% chance. I'll highlight this for you guys. There's now a 98% chance of a global recession, according to research firm Ned Davis. All right, the firm's recession probability reading has only been this high twice before, in 2008 and 2020. Ooh, look at that, 2020, y'all. Remember that pandemic? That pandemic. COVID's still here, y'all. So don't get too excited. We just learn how to deal with it. All right. The mighty U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar plays an outsized role in the global economy and international finance, and right now it is stronger than it's been in 2 decades. So the global dollar, man, is strong, but that hurts the economy globally. When the U.S. central bank raises interest rates, as it has been doing since March, let me highlight what I'm reading here. It makes the dollar more appealing to investors around the world. All right. In an economic climate, the dollar is seen as a safe place to park your money. In a tumultuous climate, a pandemic says, or a war in Eastern Europe, investors have even more incentive to purchase dollars, usually in the form of U.S. government bonds. Interesting. So, guys, I'm not gonna go through all this reading because you guys are probably gonna get bored of me reading all this stuff to you. But look, you guys can do the research yourself, right? I truly believe, you guys want to know what I believe, right? I believe that a recession is coming here, right? I believe a recession is coming. And if it's not here, if it was already here in the summer, it's probably minor. It didn't hit us really hard, but I think we're really gonna see it here in 2023. So, guys, in my mind, right? All right, in my mind, that there is going to be a recession in 2023. Right. So we look here. So look here. We'll go back to the. So let's look at some data. We still expect a modest recession to begin in the first quarter of 2023 as the full effects of tightening monetary policy and weaker global growth weigh on the economy. So we are expecting something here in the United States late or mid. So Forbes magazine, November 1st. Forbes magazine, November 1st, right? It says recession is very likely in America's future, but it will take its time arriving. Now, this was November 1st, guys. This is this what's today? 22nd? Yeah, this was just 21 days ago that they wrote this, right? 21 days ago. They believe a recession is coming. So recession is very likely in America's future, but it will take its time arriving. Although we often want bad things to be done and over with, a long time to prepare will be valuable for those with foresight. Look, guys, we have an opportunity right now, right? We have to prepare for a recession, right? And so I believe it's coming in 2023, right? I believe in Forbes, I believe in Google, and I believe in CNN. So, so I believe that we're coming here for a recession here soon, guys, and I believe that one's coming. So, with that being said, guys, so I mean, what do we do? What do we do to recession-proof our business? Right, that is the whole topic of today. Right, what do we have to do to recession-proof our business for today? So, hey, I got another question for you guys. Right, I have another question for you. Right. Do you believe it? So we're gonna end that poll. So if you guys in the comment section, let me know if you believe a poll is coming. I mean, recession is coming. Do you still believe it after all that data? Maybe you don't. Let me know. Tell me in the chats. You know, tell me in Facebook and YouTube, guys. Tell me if you believe a recession is coming. Even if you're watching the recording version of this, let me know if you think a recession is coming. Still after watching this. All right. So let me know. Greatly appreciate it. All right. So, oops. So now I want to give you guys another question. Another question here. Um, Another question for you guys. Now, if we're going into recession, I want to know, what do you guys think? What business is going to well actually is naturally will thrive during a recession? Right. What business type will actually thrive during a recession? I have a question for you. So I want to put, which business will thrive during a recession? All right. I want to put it in the chat. So if you're in, literally, guys, if you guys are also in the webinar room, right? I put the link there for you guys. If you're in the webinar room, the poll's right there. It's real easy to click a button. Otherwise, if you're watching this on YouTube or chat, I want to ask this question. Which business, oops, I can't type. I got to type this in. Will thrive during a recession? All right. Let me know. And then you can pick from automotive, new car sales, automotive new cars, or home improvement. services. I want to know. I want to know. What do you guys think, right? Tell me, what do you think? Which business is going to thrive during this time, right? Automotive new car sales, right? Or home improvement services. Which one do you think is going to thrive? So I'll give you guys a little bit of time to figure that out and I'll give your answer in. So, hey, but real quick, housekeeping. Do we have any comments? Do we have any questions right now that we have from the audience here at all? All right. Any questions for anyone? So if we don't have any questions, we will keep it moving. All right. So look here. So go ahead and answer the poll question. Look forward to see what you guys think. So let me just kind of keep moving here. So what business thrive during a recession? All right. So let's try to figure this out, guys. Um, so let's do this little internet search again. Let's go back to the internet because Google doesn't lie, guys. Google doesn't, guys. It does not lie. We're gonna go back here and we're gonna type in a question. We're doing this live, man. Um, thrive during a recession. See me typing on my iPad here. See that? Type that in for you. All right. So what we have? What businesses thrive during a recession? All right. So we have here. Look here. Google gives you Bank of America. Right. Google says business like tax preparation, junk hauling, senior care, accountants, funeral home, and so on. Right. That's Bank of America. These are 8 businesses they got listed here. So let's see what they have to say. Bank of America, they have to know, man. Plus the number 1 on the list. So we have it. Top 8. We got candy. Ooh, candy. Candy survives. Repairs, childcare, niche and food services, freelance and temp work, static businesses, the boring, mundane, or downright dirty. Some may call them these names, but others call them recession-proof businesses like tax preparation, junk hauling, senior care, accountants, funeral homes, and so on. Provide services that will always be necessary even during an economic downturn. That's probably real true. Health and fitness. What? In 2008, many industries came to the screeching halt, but not in this sector. Businesses that help people remain healthy and fit maintain steady growth during the era, right? Sin industries, when the going gets tough, people crave vices during downturns. That during downtimes, sales of alcohol boom and casinos do well. That's crazy to me, man. I ain't gonna lie, this is really crazy to me. Alcohol and I mean I can understand alcohol and just drowns your miseries away. But casinos doing, I mean, who has money during the downturn to spend on casinos, man? Uh, I'm feeling down. Yep. People just want to help ease this discomfort. Okay. So that's Bank of America. So what else we have here? All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, look at here. Tony Robbins, man. Everybody knows. Who knows Tony Robbins? Give me a hand raise. Shout in there. Give me a hand clap if everybody knows. If you guys know Tony Robbins. All right. Let's see what Tony Robbins has to say, right? He's a pretty smart man, right? So Tony Robbins says, all right, 12 businesses that thrive in a recession. Groceries. All right, that makes sense. I mean, obviously, you still need to eat. So you might not go out to restaurants, but you probably go to the grocery store, even though the price would be higher. Healthcare. All right, we just saw that before. Candy, we saw that before as a simple pleasure, right? To help ease the pain. Beer, wine, and liquor. All right, we understand people just need to drown the miseries away. Discount retailers, right? Okay, well, that makes sense. You're going to buy stuff at a discount. Children's goods, you got to take care of the kids still. Pet industry, man. I will tell you guys, this right here blew my mind away. I'm like, I can barely feed my family. I want to take care of a pet. This happened during the COVID time. I'm like, what? This is COVID, man. Why people all of a sudden got all these pets? Well, I can understand maybe COVID, everyone got sent home. They necessarily got laid off. But I'm thinking during a recession, do I really want to take care of a pet? Do I really want to buy dog food instead of buying bread, milk, right? And clean water, maybe, over a dog. Obviously you can guys tell I'm not really a pet lover, but that just blew my mind away, right? I mean, hey, I'm for pets, I'm for the animals because they're God's creation, but they can, they know how to survive. They don't need me to feed them, you know. God put that in them already. It's natural in him how to go find their food and stuff like that. So this is, there's a little different story on how I think about that. But anyway, financial advisors. So let's go back. Let's go. Tony says also financial advisors and accountants. It kind of makes a little bit of sense. All right, man, money's tight. Hey, man, I need somebody expert to tell me what to do with my money during this downturn. All right, cybersecurity and tech support now. First time I read this, I was like, oh, you really serious about that? So the current recession has driven The current recession has driven activity online, and we're shopping, right? Working, communicating, and streaming more online than ever. So guess what? If everybody's money transactions going through online, so guess what happens? Hey, you're gonna need some security, make sure those transactions are good and no one's stealing your transaction, through the interwebs, through the fiber optics lines, all that good stuff. So you gotta make sure that's good. So that makes sense. Repairs. Now, I like repairs. I guess stuff still, stuff does break during recession, right? So even when the economy is slow, things are going to break. So the recession won't slow rain on the roof, water in the pipes, right? So that stuff does break. So another one, debt collection, right? Hey, now this makes a lot of sense, right? Can't pay no debt. You don't have no money. How you gonna pay your debt off? So that makes sense. And then freight operations. Now, businesses with thriving recession tend to have products or services that people need no matter what, or that make them happy in hard times. Freight and logistics deliveries, both the necessities. Now, we all know that this is why Amazon really took off during COVID, the pandemic, right? Because hey, we still have money. We still needed stuff. We couldn't go to stores, but we could definitely shop online. And where's the quickest and best place to shop online was Amazon, because you can still get it in the same day, because the logistics services was growing and they were prepared for this a long time ago. They were prepared. Amazon was smart. They knew that this was going to come again. It's a cyclical thing. Recessions do come. You can believe it's going to be here or not, but recessions do occur. All right. So they were prepared for it. So guys, those are the businesses. So, hey, going back to my question, did anyone answer that in the comments? Going back to my question, which business will thrive during recession? Automotive new cars, or home improvement services? Right. All right. Go ahead and answer that. I'm not gonna get. I just want to see you guys' answer. Go ahead and answer that. All right. So, what else do we have here? Um, 9 businesses. We'll look at Investopedia, right? They gotta be smart. Investopedia. So Investopedia says, all right, 9 businesses that thrive: accountants, healthcare providers, financial advisors, economics, auto repair and maintenance, home maintenance stores, um, home staging experts, rental agents, and property management, grocery stores, bargain discounts, right? How can I invest in okay, how can I invest in the healthcare sector? Bottom line, right? All right, there we go. Right. Those are the type of businesses that are starting to thrive in um in a recession. So what else do we have? What else do we have here? Right. So let me go. Okay, let me take another example for you guys here. Um, all right. Did I ever go to my? All right, I want to do one more for you guys. Right, a couple more examples here. So let's go to Forbes. I bookmarked this one here. Let me get there for you. So we go to Forbes here. Once again, I told you I like Forbes don't lie. Forbes don't lie. All right. So Forbes, we have 10 recession-proof business ideas. All right, so let's look at some business ideas. What does Forbes say? Forbes say, all right, home improvement contracting. All right, we just went through that. Oh, you guys can't see on the screen. So home improvement contracting, right? Online reselling. What? Online reselling. Okay. Cleaning services, childcare, online freelance, online teaching. Look at that. Online teaching. The e-learning industry is projected to grow from 197 billion in 2020 to 840.11 billion by 2030. So we are actually in 2022 right now, right? And so we are increasing. If you have a market skill and a healthy dose of charisma, then you'll be able to teach anything online, right? Teach anything online, all right? Accounting, bookkeeping, and financial planning. Or we went over that. Car repairs, we went over that. Beauty businesses, right? Everyone still needs to look. They still want their lipstick. Gotta have that lipstick, man. All right, and then food and beverage businesses, obviously, start your own recession-proof business, right? So that's Forbes, right? So this is real key here, right? Got real key: online reselling, clean service, online freelance, and then online teaching, the e-learning industry, right? So one of the things that I came to realize, and it makes a lot of sense to me, and hopefully it makes sense to you guys as well, right? So if you think about it, we're going into a recession. Just logically, I want you guys to think about this. We're going into a recession. Okay. What are you gonna naturally do? You're gonna stop spending, right? You're gonna stop spending on things that are not essential. So you're gonna spend things that are essential. So like going to the grocery store versus going to a restaurant. Now, unless you really can't cook and you're by yourself, you might still go to a restaurant. But if you have a family of 5, 6, 7, 8, what you probably already not going to restaurants. But you're definitely gonna cut down that once or twice a month you went to a restaurant to go eat, probably down to, hey, we're just gonna go to the grocery store and we're gonna have to cook and figure stuff out, right? So you retract. So what does that mean? So what's the I'm gonna give you another example. All right, so instead of going grocery restaurant, you go to grocery store. All right, here's another example. All right, now, okay, you're at home. You got this. You got you have a cleaning service, but you're home. You can't have no money to spend. So what do? Well, you just clean your house by yourself, right? You see what I'm saying? You clean the house by yourself, all right? Because you need to save money. So I'm saving some dollars by cleaning the house by myself instead of hiring a cleaning service to come in and clean the house. All right. So what we have here, we got do it yourself versus, right, someone doing it for you, right? See the theme here? Doing it yourself versus someone doing it for you, all right? Instance, a client of mine, barber clients, right? Pandemic, they got shut down during the pandemic. They couldn't cut any hair. Prime opportunity for them to be like, oh, I still need a haircut. I'm looking we just saw recession-proof business, right? It wasn't for the pandemic, people still been getting a haircut no matter what. You still want to look good, feel good, right? As Coach Prime would say, look good, feel good, right? So people still want to look good and feel good, right? And so they still want to get their hair done, like we saw, it was one of recession-proof businesses. But if you ever got shut down like my barbers did, right? So either you're doing in-house services, right? If you have that, or another way to do it is teach people how to cut their hair. Teach people how to cut their hair. If you could teach me how to cut my hair, you told me what tools I need, what kind of clippers I wanted. I even told my barber, tell me what clippers to buy. Matter of fact, just give me a whole kit. I'll go buy it. And then teach me how to cut my hair, right? Simple things to do. You could do that. It would survive, get through the recession, right? You probably make more money that way too, by the way, if you have that in your arsenal, even if we don't have a recession. All right, so we go on that a little bit later. All right, what's some other examples, right? So let's go back to the restaurant example. Think about this. So, good, nice restaurant, maybe a small mom and pop shop, right? They make some delicious steak, whatever it may be, right? People still want their steak and potatoes, right? And their vegetables, their asparagus. So instead of you cooking it for them, teach them how to cook it themselves. Put together a little kit. Say, hey, here's the meat to buy at the grocery store. Here's the seasoning you're gonna need to put that on that meat, on that steak, right? And then here's how you prepare it. Here's how you plate it so it looks real nice. Teach them how to do that. They pay a little money for that. They still want the experience. They just gotta do it at home. They still don't pay for it. Now I'm gonna tell you what. I know what you guys thinking. Oh my gosh. Oh, if I teach people how to do it, oh, they're not gonna come to me anymore. I'm not gonna be able to do their business for them. Doesn't really matter, guys. You're still getting paid. You teach them how to do it. They paid you for it, right? You're not giving it away for free, right? But here's the other thing. End of the day, when the economy comes back up, you're not gonna have some people come to you, right? And they're gonna still do it themselves because they might enjoy doing it themselves. But at the same point of time, people might have paid for it, tried it, did it, and it still didn't turn out that well. It's still they followed your instructions and it still did not turn out that great. And then the other point is, you know what? Sometimes I just don't feel like doing it. I don't have a joy for it. I'd rather have someone else do it. There's some things in people's lives that even though they might be have the skill set to do it, it might be something they can do, they just don't enjoy doing it. But they have to eat. So what do? I still want to eat. I have the money, I can go back out to eat now. I'm gonna go back out there because I don't feel like cooking it all for 6, 7, 10 people in the house. That was a lot of work. I'll just have someone else do it and enjoy my time and have a conversation and not be sweating, not have to worry about the dishes, right? I mean, you go to a restaurant, you ain't worrying about dishes. Sometimes you go out to eat because you just don't feel like doing the dishes. You don't want all the cleanup. And so that's what I'm trying to tell you. So if you have an online course, and I just share with you guys, the industry is about to boom. The industry is booming. They expect a significant amount of growth in the e-learning industry. It started to grow in 2020, right, with the pandemic, right? And it probably took off even sooner than that, than the pandemic. So I got one more question for you guys. Okay. Hold on. I got one more. I got one more website I want to go to share with you guys here real quick. Real quick. Let me copy this link over. I want to share this website with you. All right. Here's another website. How we doing on time? All right. I'm going to shut this thing down here in a minute. Okay. Okay. So this is contracting wise, right? This is a business out in the UK. I'll tell you, a global recession. So what did they have to say? This is back in August 2020. Recession boosts online learning, right? With the official onset of recession comes the sober news that 1 in 3 UK employees expect to make staff redundant staff reductions, right, in autumn. So this is back in 2020. And so what they're saying in this article is going to give you a quick high level search. Basically, what people started to do was, all right, everyone's going back home, and so what we're going to end up doing, we're going to start doing the Zoom calls, these WebExes, these GoTo meetings, whatever platform you're using, right, to have virtual meetings online, right? And they started doing these virtual meetings online. They all figured it out. And then they said, well, we still need to have some training, right? And so what? They started doing training online. And so when they're doing this training online, right, they found out, hey, this training online could actually be cheaper than training in person, right? And so it's more efficient and more cost effective, right? And so even then, if there is a not a downturn in the market, they still find out that this stuff works. And now people are used to e-learning. And so technically e-learning was going to take a boost anyway before the pandemic, but it really had a jump start because of the pandemic. Because now everybody's aware with it. Everybody knows how to do it. Everybody knows how to get online now, right? Because you were forced to get online. And before you're like, I don't know if you're a little older. I don't know about doing this online thing. But now you were forced to get online. And so now you know how to do it. And so more people are starting to like because they could be in the comfort of their own home doing this training. Now, some things you still have to go in person for, but obviously the virtual learning has started to boom big time. All right. So with that being said, right, I have another poll question for you guys, and the poll question is going to be here. Let me get the poll question. Any comments or questions while we're looking here still? All right, the poll question for you is going to be this. What is the expected growth rate of e-learning industry, what is the expected growth rate, right? I want you guys to tell me that. So I'll give you some options. I'm going to publish this poll. If you are in the webinar room, go to um my webinar room, right? You can do the poll right there in itself. So what you have here, and I don't feel like typing this back in again, but maybe I will. All right, let's see if I can do this real quick. If I can copy and paste the question. All right. What is, and I'm gonna put it in the chat as well for those watching on YouTube and Facebook. What is expected growth rate of e-learning industry? Right? What is it? All right. Is it 0%, 2.3%, 7.6%, 14.6%, or 20.2%? What is the expected growth rate, annual growth rate of the industry? All right, of the e-learning industry. So if you're in my webinar jam, go ahead and answer that question there in the poll section. If you are on Facebook or YouTube watching this, go ahead and type it in. Look to see what you guys say. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go to the internet again for the answer. And the answer is, hold on. Oh, did I show you guys? And the answer is, do I have my drum roll up here? There we go. I didn't have a drum roll, but we use that instead. The answer is the demand for global e-learning market size will grow at a 14.6% rate, right? 14.6% rate. I think that stands for consumer annual growth rate, right? That's what CAGR stands for. And to be honest, let me look that up real quick. Because I forgot what it meant. I looked it up a couple weeks ago and now I forgot. Let's see. Oh, compound annual growth rate. Sorry. The compound annual growth rate. The compound annual growth rate, CAGR, is the annualized average rate of growth revenue between two given years, assuming growth takes place in an exponential compounded rate. So we're expecting to grow at 14.6 compound annual growth rate. So expect to hit at least 374.3 billion mark by 2026. Guys, we're almost at 2023 now, right? We're almost at 2023. And so that means that pretty soon, guys, we're going to be almost there. So if you don't even believe that we are in a recession, believe that the e-learning is increasing no matter if we're in a recession or not, which is why I'm telling you, I think the number one thing that we can do as business owners, small business, doesn't matter, as entrepreneurs, is to have a e-learning course of some sort to help in our product portfolio, no matter if you're in the service industry or just a product industry. It doesn't matter. If you're in the service industry, you definitely will want this, right? We're all somewhat in the service industry. and we definitely need some sort of e-learning course, right, to do this, right, as well, because it's going to be very essential for us to be able to have this in our portfolio of products and services. We need to have an e-learning course to help protect us during this recession, if there is one, but not take advantage of the opportunity that e-learning is growing significantly at 14.6% growth compounded annual growth rate. All right. And so if you believe that this is time to get your course together, say something in the chat. Give me a hand clap. Do something, right? Give me applause. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Right. Tell me what you guys think. All right. And so I'm telling you guys, it is very, very vital and it's very, very important. So yes, the answer to the poll question is 14.6%. So if you answered that, congratulations. You were right. All right. Now, real quick, guys. So what I want to share with you guys now is, look, all right, I know you said, so do you believe that online courses is the way to end the recession proof your business? Let me know in the chat, yes or no, give me a thumbs up. Right. So what I want to share with you guys now is some information that I want to give you. And once again, you can get this information that I'm about to share with you in the chat. All right. And so um what I want to share with you guys first are is a oh man, excuse me. Can't get to my right area. What I want to share with you guys first and I know you guys are probably cool. So if you believe it, right? If you believe that it is, first thing I want to do is share with you guys some resources. Um, I want to share with you some resources from a course that I have. I'm not selling this course. Don't worry, I'm not selling you guys this course today. I'm not going to do it. I just want to give you guys some resources. But I have these basic resources for you that I want to share with you guys. It's a cheat sheet that you can get all the resources you need about understanding online courses. What is an online course? Right. These are all the research that I've done, put together, that I had my team do put together, right? All the different links about the basics of online courses, creating the perfect topic, learning outcomes and course goals, right? This is going to be free. I'm giving this to you guys for free. Engage the intended audience in pre-selling, how to pre-sell your course, building revenue from the beginning, right, of your course, right? So all this stuff, finding the right platform to use, right? Planning course content, creating lessons, plans, and course content, right? So these are all the things I want to give you, how to launch your course, right? I want to give you all these resources. My team put together this complete list of resources for you. It's really going to help you understand. It's a cheat sheet if you want to jump in and get this right now. So if you are in now, you can get this. You can get this if you are actually in the webinar room. Once again, guys, get in the webinar room because I want to give this to you, right? And so you can have it. So I'm going to actually give you the handout. It's in the webinar room. The link is in the chat, in the beginning of the chat, right? I put it in there for you guys to register to get in this webinar room here. And so it's in there, and I'm going to give you this handout. As soon as I can figure out where the button at. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, here we go. It's under files. So let me give you this cheat sheet right here. So I'm going to share it with you so you guys can get it. You should see it in the webinar room. You'll see it in the webinar room. It should show up. All right, it is there for you to download. So just let me know if it's there, and I will. If it's not there, let me know. But it should be there in the webinar room. So, like I said, this cheat sheet is available for you, and I want you to get it and download it, right? Because it's very, very. I think it's going to be something that's really, really helpful for you, especially because it's a time over Thanksgiving. You can read through it, flip through it, check the resource links, right? They're all clickable links in here, right? Everything you need to know. Because one of the deals about launching a course is really, how do you know if it's really going to work, right? And then what platforms you should be using, right? How do you create lesson plans and courses? How do lesson plans should look, right? This is the teams that I had my team put together just for me, then created my own online courses for you, right? And so I want you to have this. It's totally free. Just join. If you're not in the webinar room, you can get it. Just join the webinar room and you can get and download it in the webinar room. All right. So with that being said, that's one thing I have in store for you. And where we at? Okay, we got about another 12 minutes. I got in this. So the other thing I want to give you guys, right, which is going to be pretty cool, is I also want to give you the tools, the top 20 tools for creating an online course. All right. So I want to give you guys this as well. So I'm gonna put this in the webinar link, right? So you guys can get this well. You can download this one as well. So top 20 tools for creating an online course, right? And so I give you a little introduction, then we go over Teachable, right? Is another course platform. So let me just kind of break something down for you, right? So as we go through this, I wanted to tell you that I believe, right, that, and here's just my notes, right? So some of the things that I want, it's basically some categories, right? So tools you need to create an online course, right? All-in-one platform. You're gonna need an all-in-one course platform to host and deliver your courses. You're gonna need some sort of way to document, um, create documents, PDF creator, right? And a lot of your Microsoft Word and page, Apple's Pages, right? They allow you, even Keynote, you can create those and turn those into PDFs, real simple. But you got to have the software. You're gonna need some presentation software, so your PowerPoint, your Keynote, right, or maybe Google Slides, whatever you want to use. Online assessment software, right? So where you can do some surveys, right, and do some quizzes, right? Some of your all-in-one course platforms have that already in them already. And then you want to be able to edit, you need some grammar checking, editing, right? To any of your content, your documents. You want to make sure you don't have any misspellings, any bad grammar. So I use Grammarly, right? But there's a lot of software out there as well. You're gonna need some video editing software, right, to go through. You're gonna need a video hosting, someone to host your videos. And a lot of the all-in-one marketing softwares have the ability to host your videos, but a lot of times you just use YouTube and keep your videos unlisted, right? You can do that as well. Virtual meeting software, a way for you to have virtual meeting like this. We're on Webinar Jam here in my webinar room. There's Zoom, whatever you want to do to kind of deliver your content. WebEx, Google, GoToMeeting. There's a bunch of them out there. You want to be able to screen record your screen, so video screen recorder. You know, there's different programs out there. You can use QuickTime. It comes available on the Apple. There's Camtasia. There's ScreenFlow. There's a bunch of different programs out there that you can use. You want some video and audio equipment editing, right? So you're gonna need awesome. Sorry, you're gonna need some video and audio equipment. You also might need some video editing software as well. But you're gonna need a microphone, a good microphone, a good camera, so you look good and sound good, right? That makes you feel good too, right? And then you're gonna need some email software, autoresponder, active campaign, some of your all-in-one marketing companies like Kartra or ClickFunnels, all that stuff that allows you to do that. And then you're gonna need some customer management system. There's a bunch out there. You can use HubSpot. There's a bunch of them out there. Active campaign, a CRM. Kartra has a CRM, all that good stuff. And then you're gonna need a merchant account and shop card, like Stripe is easy, PayPal is another one, right? That allows you to, receive payments from people online. So you're gonna need that and need to set that up. So those are your things. So when I go to the top 20 tools, right, that I have for you, right, I list all those things out. Some of the all-in-one course platforms, so like Teachable, Kartra, Thinkific, Kajabi, right? They're all there. Beaver Builder, right? And then just the list goes on. I give you top 20 tools, Canva for creating photos, images, and stuff like that. There's a FormSwift PDF editor, right? You can get there some stuff. So I had my team put this together. PowerPoints, I was an easy test maker. Grammarly, which I use. Camtasia, which is on PC based. Vimeo for hosting Zoom, right? Online communication calls, you know, um, screen recorders, Nero Video for video editing, right? Active Campaign for email marketing, Zapier for integration of your stuff. You're gonna need your smartphone. You can use your smartphone as a camera now, right? Smartphones are pretty good, right? Good old iPhone, Google phone, whatever, right? That works well, right? You can get a webcam if you want. I'm off a webcam right here. A microphone, right? Blue Yeti, and then some final thoughts there. So that's what I want to give you. So you guys can get that right now if you are in the webinar room, right? Now I'll highlight that for you guys one more time, right? You go to the webinar room, right? You go to the webinar room and you can actually get that, right? It's there, right? I put it in the chat for those who are not in the webinar room already, but you can actually go and you can get that. So I want you guys to jump in and get this. It's all free. Just download it. Okay. All right. So now the last resource I have for you guys that I want to give you guys here is a quick special report. There we go. It's my 5-minute guide to create an online course. So a very quick course I had the team put together for me, right? Just kind of walk you through that. And if you're in the webinar room, I'm going to allow you to download that right now. Let me share it. So you can share that now. So where to start, test the waters, right? Create your content, pick a platform, research your topic, right? There you go. Create lessons plans, create your content, market your course, email marketing, right? Social media marketing, launch your online course, soft launch, right? Final edits, final thoughts, right? So this is the 5-minute guide to launching the course right there. So I really want you guys to jump in and get this as well because I think it's gonna be very, very valuable for you. And I think you're gonna love it, man, because I really believe that online courses are going to be the wave of your future, no matter what type of business you're in, right? I really think it's gonna be even if you're a mechanic, teach people how to fix a tire or teach people how to change their brakes, right? Or teach people how to change their battery, right? All doesn't matter, right? AutoZone, teach people how to do it. I think they already have videos out there, right? But teach them how to do it. You may even pay for it, right? But if you're AutoZone, you just want them to come in and buy your parts, so you might not have them pay for that training. But anyway, but if you're an auto repair shop and you're doing some heavy duty repair, you can have them do that, right? So there's a bunch of stuff out there. You see it right now: videos, content, course content, paying for learning. People are willing to pay for it if it's something they really can't do and they really need some details for. So I really, really want you guys to get this stuff. Join the webinar room right now, guys. Even if you're watching the recording, so there will be a replay. So a little housekeeping here. So we're at the tail end of here now, right? A little bit of housekeeping here, guys. There will be recording. This recording, um, in the webinar recording. Let me put it this way: in the webinar room recording will be available. The replay will be available for 3 days, right? And so you have 3 days to get in there, and then even if you're in the recording of this webinar, you'll still be able to download it, right, and get a copy of it. Okay, and get a copy of all the resources and worksheets. So if you're watching the recording on YouTube or Facebook, and you still want to get in, click the link that I provided in the comments. I'll let you get in and watch the replay. You can watch replay, and then you can get the downloadable material that is showed during this live stream and this webinar. All right. So that's that. And if you have any questions, if you're watching recording, right, you can also send me an email. If you're in the webinar room, just click a button. You can send your question. It goes directly to me. If you are asking a question and you want to ask it in YouTube or Facebook in the comments area, please type a capital letter Q with a semicolon and then space and then type your question. That way, when I filter the comments, I know I can filter quickly and see that you actually have a question. All right. So thank you guys so much, man. If you guys like this, man, give me a clap, give me a hand, give me a thumbs up. Share this if you think it's useful for somebody. But if you really think this is powerful and useful for somebody, please share it as well. So I really want to know your thoughts and your comments. Thank you guys for your time today. I greatly appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your day. And if I don't talk to you in the near future, guys, in the United States, have a blessed Thanksgiving. Or if you're somewhere else in the world and you celebrate Thanksgiving, have a blessed Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving holiday in November 24th of 2022. Thanks to you so much. God bless you all. Have a blessed day. Bye now.